Hey guys, Thomas the Jr. here, aka Mustached Tom, here to review London Has Fallen. So, I guess Olympus Has Fallen was a success. I mean, this is the sequel to Olympus Has Fallen. A pretty average action movie, and the sequel, it was fun and just your average popcorn movie, in my opinion. So, in this movie, the British Prime Minister dies, and the all these important figures around the world are to get together in London to mourn his death. And in reality, it is just a setup to potentially kill all of the important people of the world. So these group of terrorists have infiltrated into the area as cops and other officials, and it's up to Gerald Butler's character Mike to once again protect the president, played by Aaron Eckhart, I believe that's how you pronounce his last name, and to get out of London as soon as possible with him intact. So in the movie, we see that they go from location to location after this severe attack happens, and it's pretty much just Gerald Butler and Aaron together for the majority of the movie. Uh, Mike, the character, protecting the president, and the terrorist, always just sort of catching up with them, always sort of knowing their location. And I guess it's from the camera feeds or something. They said something along those lines. And there are some liberties that they take. Like they said that this group has been planning this for years and all this sort of stuff. And it's just whatever. The action is fine. So they end up like trying to escape via helicopter, and the helicopter gets shot down. So they're on foot. They're running through the streets. They get chased by people, the group on motorcycles, and then they end up at this house where they know this woman. He knows the character Mike knows this woman who, I guess they had a friendship or something. Anyways, she sort of lets them hang out there for a bit, but then they quickly get assaulted again by another group of guys that were pretending to be the backup. And the backup does actually kind of come, which is actually kind of surprising. I'll admit that caught me off guard. I mean, usually in the action movie or like in a survival horror, in some cases, the help usually comes at the very end. And in this case, it actually came sort of close to the end, but not quite. But you know, this movie does take some. It feels like it did take some lines from some other movies, and I guess that can happen sometimes. You get they literally say, "Get to the chopper, and I'll be back." Like they took like two Arnold Schwarzenegger lines. I guess the director was a fan. Um, I don't know if that was intentional or not, but yeah, as soon as I heard those lines, I was like, that's very those two movies that those came from. It feels like it was taken from that, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Anyway, uh, they sort of go from place to place, as I said, and then they end up saying, "Oh, we have to go to the embassy for protection," even though they said earlier that that was not probably a safe idea, as the main character figured they would have an ambush set up there, and of course they did. And eventually, they capture the president and hold him hostage in this building. And then it's up to Mike and this group that has now joined him to get in there. And Mike primarily goes in there by himself, and he uses all this stealth and the dark tactics and CQC, or close quarters combat. And he gets the president, and then it's all like, "Oh, we gotta get out of here because we're gonna blow this place up." And then they just throw in a nice little message at the end to say, "Oh, you have to like open yourself up, keep communication strong." Nice little message at the end, and that's pretty much the movie. It was okay. I enjoyed it. Action was okay. Pretty average movie. So, at the end of the day, I'm gonna give this movie a 6 out of 10. It was okay. I mean, they took some liberties here and there. I'm pretty sure they're, the whole taking years to plan thing was like, that just sounds a bit weird. Uh, in the movie. I mean, they say it quite a few. I think they said it like 3 times. Like, oh, they've been planning this for years. I mean, the president only has 8 years in office, so I I would have to assume it would have to have been planned within 7 years' time, I guess, or whatever, or however long he's been in office. They don't. I don't think they really ever said it, even in the first movie. I'm not sure, but it must have been planned within that time frame. I don't know, but besides that, there weren't really too many issues here. Just a pretty good popcorn movie. So check it out. So that being said, I'm Thomas Cecily Jr., aka Mustache Chai, and I'll see you guys next time.